Pakistan is currently in a severe economic crisis. Prices are rising day by day, and today the country ranks fourth in the world in terms of inflation. Although Prime Minister Imran Khan claims that his country is better off economically than other neighbors, people are suffering from rising prices and are not ready to believe his lies. Pakistan has borrowed alternately from the World Bank and the IMF and has received 13 bailouts so far. Pakistan has now been delisted from the IMF for failing to comply with its requirements. China is currently the only country on which Pakistan relies entirely on debt. In addition, China has been reluctant to provide funding for its Dream project, citing the Pakistani government's lax approach. China has already spent $15 billion more on Pakistan than it has allocated for the BRI project. China also lends billions in interim loans to Pakistan. But the Pakistani government is being pressured into not paying interest on all this. Pakistan is reeling from a severe economic crisis, and on the other hand, Balochistan civilians are waging an armed struggle against the government and China's construction projects in the country's largest province, Balochistan. The Baloch people have been angry with the government for years that the Pakistani government has only taken the mineral and oil resources in their area and has not done anything for them like education, medicine, and security. Even recently, the Baloch Liberation Army launched simultaneous attacks on Pakistani military bases in Panjgur and Noshki districts of Baloch province. Pakistan says it has repulsed the attack, but reports say that the Pakistani military has suffered heavy casualties. As usual, Pakistan has blamed Iran and Afghanistan for the attack in order to cover up their defeat, and the funny thing is that the question arises as to how Iran, a close friend of China, will launch an attack on Balochistan against Chinese projects. Pakistan, on the other hand, established a Taliban state in Afghanistan, so how can Afghanistan help in this attack? It is clear from this that what Pakistan says about Balochistan is a lie. Due to its misguided policies, the government of Pakistan has forced its own people to fight against the country. Pakistan, on the other hand, is being politically isolated because of its dependence on China. Western nations and the United States have boycotted the Winter Olympics in China, condemning the state's genocide on Uyghur Muslims. As such, Pakistan, which prides itself on being an Islamic state, has not uttered a single word in support of the Uyghur Muslims and has not even recorded a single condemnation of China till date. As the Tehrik-e-Taliban and Balochistan Liberation Forces continue to attacking the border, the IMF and the World Bank, on the other hand, have economically abandoned Pakistan, and the US and the European countries have politically abandoned Pakistan. Pakistan today is isolated globally for the sole reason of relying on China. Henceforth, Pakistan must realize and act on the fact that we are reaping what we sow.